Hey everybody, this is JB, Airgun Ballistics from Texas. That's probably the way I should have put it. But anyways, I'm just going to go over real quick last time until I finish with the barrel part and y'all will see the gun. But it's the NP-03. And yes, I put some kind of crawl puncher barrel on it. It fits. Got me a moderator. I like this here thing. But my main thing is, the other night I was shooting 13 grain Terminator slugs. And I was shooting them at 975. And all I did was put a regulator in here, drilled the barrel out, drilled the barrel, the port out between the barrel and the valve. On the end of the valve, where the regulator sits, it was a Huma. Screwed right in there, no problem. But on the poppet or valve pin, I cut it off 1.5 inches. I mean, not 1.5 inch, 1.5 coils. Then I put it back in. Other than that, I can fill this here tube up to 4,500 psi. Alright, all this pressure here don't make a difference because of the regulator. The regulator is pushing about 155, 160. It don't get no more downstream because the regular, this is 4,500. This is 160 bar ish, and you don't get 4,500 gushing up through your gun, and all that kind of stuff. So, but the next time y'all see it, I will have some kind of stiffening device on it. And I'm going to do some trigger work next time I get it down here in the next few days. My cats from Barska, they were in the garage, or in the box of 13 grain, or in the can of 13 grain Terminator slugs, which are shooting really good at 25, probably a 1/2 inch group. But this scope doesn't have mil dots. Okay, it's got a crosshair and a little bitty dot, a tiny dot. These are 1/8 inch turn turrets. So every time you turn one is only 1/8 of an inch. And it makes it much easier to me without having all that clogged up stuff in my scope to just, I put my caps on once I sighted in at my 25, 27, whatever. If I decide to go 30, 35, 40, or 50, it doesn't matter. But I'll keep it on 10 power. And shoot it like that, and use the 1/8 inch click to move one. So far, I've just had to move it up and down because when I put the scope on, which I can show y'all another method. Oh, gotta loosen this up, Ajax. Turn it a little bit. Make it level. There you go. Now, put a little more rag on this side. There you go. See, it's leveled up now. It's that simple. From the muzzle to here, back of the scope, and I level my scope canter wise, horizontal wise, I'll put my level right here where the magazine is. Okay. All right, we're good. You level that up. Your crosshairs are with it. You got a, well, I don't have one. Well, I got one right there on the house, hanging on the front door. A plumb line down there, and tweak it a little bit, and then tighten the dadgum thing up, and you're done. You are done. But if it starts shooting left to right, then you may have to shim it this way, or you may have to shim it that way. It depends. But you could take a piece of tape. First, you're going to have to get a mic. You mic this. Find the center. Find this, or the center right here. You tie a string. You come over your mark. Put pencil marks. Come over your mark. Find the center of this. Go across that mark. Find the center of your front objective. Go across that mark. And come out here and tie it off. Okay? Now, we'll start back over. It's on the hash mark. It's on the hash mark. It's on the hash mark. But we come down here, and it's more of, say, to my left. Well, that's fine. Okay? To a point. But you want it in the direction of your barrel. So, if the barrel's going that way, we're going to shim the back of the scope this way. If the barrel curves that way, you're going to shim it the other way. Y'all get the idea. As far as barrel droop, I talked to STKO about that, and he's hopefully doing a test on it when I talk to him, because it has something to do with that screw and the other screw that holds in the barrel. It could be a torque issue to where you may need to torque once you get the gun level long ways, and if your gun's pointing down, you may loosen up the front torque screw and tighten the back screw a couple 3 pounds until it levels up. We're experimenting with this right now with this theory, and to get rid of barrel group, because these are steel barrels. They're just not going to group from 6 ounces hanging on the end of your barrel. I don't believe that. I think it's a bullshit theory. But hey, we're air gunners. We experiment, right? Okay, well anyway, I do the 10 power crosshair. See, I got a squirrel out there at that further stump across the field. Now I know a squirrel is about 9.5, 10 inches tall. So I'll put where I want to hit him, but I'll look down on that bottom crosshair going, that vertical going down, and I'll raise that part up to his head, because that's where my pellet's going to strike. Now I'm running on theory on this. Now this is 0 to 50 yards. I'm going to get a cardboard poster board, and we're gonna go from there and see if it proves right to where you can buy them other scopes with mil dots, holdover, whatever. That's fine. But the way I've been shooting them little truckers, especially them squirrels out there at that stump 50 yards, it's the same ways. I'll measure from the ground where his little feet are to where I want to hit him at in the center of the head. Look at my scope. I'll move that vertical line up to where I want to hit and pull the trigger. Do I hold for wind? Not really. But sometimes the wind, you know, it affects shit. But if you'll do the scope alignment after you level it off the breech with your crosshairs and your plumb line, and then you figure your center, you put a mark, you put a little pencil mark, and then you come down here and tie it off. All right. So you got to move it a little bit to make this one line up. Does it make that one line up or that one line up? And that'll tell you whether or not you need to index your barrel, which there's no big deal about indexing. This barrel here, you take out 2 screws. You turn it to where it's proper. All right, screw the screw down and it'll leave a little mark. Okay, you drill those out, you drill the little dimples out. You take the barrel out again, and from them little dimples, you go straight down and drill your barrel hole, which I go 80% on every hole that's drilled in this gun, and I'm getting 975 with 13 grain terminators. Mr. Terminator himself, he was amazed when I told him this morning. He's a great guy. He's got a bunch of stuff online, on eBay. I can't wait till I get my other stuff in that I'm waiting on, so we can get the Texas bitch, get her lined out. And once we get all that done, we're shitting in deep cotton. Because I got a 457 Texan. I got a 308 Texan. I got a 25 cal down to 177 Texan barrels, swaps. But I have two Texans. I have some Beeman stuff, which I'm going to do a swap this evening. And hopefully y'all like that. It's just going to be a barrel swap, just to see. The barrel that's on that underlever is, I done forgot, 18 or 19 inches, and this one's like 23 or 24 coming out of the Beeman Commander. Now the gun does shoot 880 feet per second, like they said, with the suggested pellets, I think were 14 grain. It's a 22 cal. This is 177 by the way. But the 22 cal, I want to kick it up because I want to shoot slugs. And if the choke's too tight, then I'll run something down there and clean that shit up too. I mean, jeweler's paper, jeweler's, they call it rouge or whatever, I don't know, paste. And the last thing you'll put through your barrel will be some JBS polish. And then you got something. This one right here still needs it done. And I think I could get 3/8 of an inch group out there at 50 yards. At the 975 with the 13 grain Terminator slugs. But other than that, Mr. Terminator, you better get your butt in gear, son. Y'all check him out on eBay. He got some good products. And if you have a different style gun, if you can send him possibly a schematic drawing, or not schematic, just, you know, a sketch of it with the right, because he's going to do it, I'm telling you. If you say it's 12 millimeters, he's going to put 12. And don't you come crying because you got 15. Because you're probably the one that put 15 on there. So, then again, his eyes might be going too. That's what I figured. Anyway, y'all have a good evening, and I'm going to work on that other gun. Oh, look, there's a rabbit way over there. Whee! That rabbit just come out. About right there. I know y'all can't see it, but he's about right yonder. Too hot to shoot rabbits, too hot to shoot squirrels. The collared doves won't come in down here on the coast of Texas until I think around the end of August, September. But y'all can see I have been feeding up all these areas. Yeah, even tied Miss Daisy right there. She's in the back eating. All these areas and these little spots are, oh my gosh, the birds eat them or the whatever eats them. Squirrels, that's what it is. The squirrels get them. Anyway, I had 10 or 11 squirrels. I couldn't count them all, but it might have been more than that. But I'm easily baiting them up to the backyard for October the 1st. So I just started the trail moving today. Give me some squirrel. Make me some squirrel dumplings or something. Anyways, that old rabbit over there, he done probably run off. Them four-wheelers come by. Yep, he ain't there no more. But he'll come out. I'm gonna go bring him some more feed over there just because I can. I ain't going to shoot him because I don't need to. I got one I shot during the fall. But let me see. My baby come back in the backyard. That's where the ants got me. F that. 50 yard shooting range. I don't know why anybody want to shoot any further than that. It's sort of kind of stupid, but I understand 100 yards if, you know, target. But if you're going to kill something, hey man, 50 yards, that's as far as I want to walk. And when I shoot something off of her, where'd she go? She was right there by that blue bucket, but y'all may not can see that. But anyhow, waiting on that guy to come finish cleaning up his mess. Yeah, I had a live-in. Oh, there she is. She's way over there. Anyhow, y'all have a good evening. If I get a chance, I'll holler back at you if that Benjamin kicks it up quite a notch. That's 5 or 6 more inches a barrel. So it should be mucho el bueno. Y'all take care, air gunners, and I appreciate y'all stopping by. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and get you an adult beverage and chill out if you ain't doing nothing else. But I'm fixing to shoot this dude. See if it did what it did the other night. It was too late and I wasn't filming shit. Of course, it was 4 in the morning. That's why I'm saying daylight. Hello. But y'all be careful. All right, peace out.